Welcome back, everyone. So, first things first, you'll notice that I'm using my old still photo avatar for this one. I apologize for that, but this sick, twisted fuck came to my attention on Twitter last night, thanks to Suit Yourself. I was working on other projects, but this thing got bumped right to the top of my to-do list when I saw it. I'm kind of rushing this one, and it takes me quite a while to render out all the animations for a normal response. I just didn't feel like this could wait. Now, I'm relatively new to this whole YouTube game compared to the other folks you probably watch, and most of you don't yet know a hell of a lot about me, my mannerisms, or pet peeves, so here's kind of your first look behind the curtain, so to speak. I'm usually a pretty calm and relaxed sort of person. I don't take a lot of things personally, and I don't get overtly emotional all that often. In real life, I'm very reserved, but there are a few things that really get under my skin and just infuriate me. The top of that list is abusing kids. Now, I'm not particularly fond of kids myself. Generally speaking, they annoy me and I'm quite happy when they aren't around. But I simply cannot stand it when people hurt or abuse them. So when I saw what this fucker was advocating, it pissed me off to no end. I know that very much sounds like virtue signaling, and I suppose in a way it is, but if you knew me, you'd understand why this pisses me off so much. Maybe I'll get to that in a different video at some point in the future, maybe I won't, we'll see. Let's just say it's part of my life that I don't enjoy discussing, but this isn't about me, so let's get back to this sick fucker. If you don't already know what this is about, fair warning, I'm not going to be cracking jokes or making sarcastic quips for this one. This is a serious subject. If you're not in the mood for that right now, or if you're trying to unwind with some entertainment after a long day or something, don't watch this right now. Come back later if you need to.
I have 3 main reasons why pedophilia is not wrong.
I can tell you right now, dumbass, I don't care what reasons you've come up with to convince yourself it is wrong. And you are a seriously disturbed individual if you can sit there and honestly think that you can justify this shit.
Now, number 1 reason. Children can feel sexual feelings. Yes, I know. These little shits right here can feel sexual feelings. Isn't that fucking weird, right?
No, you twisted shit. The sexual feelings that you're talking about here are completely different than actual sexual feelings, and I will not simply sit here and let you blur the lines to fit your fucking narrative. Sexual feelings, at least for the vast majority of people who aren't sick fuckers, means sexual attraction and sexual arousal. That generally doesn't occur in humans until around the time of puberty, or what we'd refer to as adolescence. This does not occur in 5-year-olds, you twisted fuck. What you are referring to is curiosity. That is a natural human instinct common to greater or lesser extents in all of us. Curiosity is how we develop questions in our minds and seek out answers to learn about ourselves, others, and the world in general. Curiosity about genitals, your own or someone else's, is not the same as sexual feelings, you fucking dipshit. And you know that too, because you're about to say the very same thing.
Now, I wouldn't say it's considered sexual, really. Like, oh yeah, they go out and fuck people. Like, not like that type of sexual. They do have curiosity, sexual curiosity, where they're curious about genitals and adult genitals.
See? You've just said the same fucking thing I said. The difference? You are trying to redefine or at least reinterpret curiosity to justify your demented shit.
As been proven in this article right here.
Okay, first things first here. I notice you didn't link that article in your sources. Made me rather curious where you got it. So I did a little digging and, well, let's just say the irony is rather strong on this one. This article is from the National Sexual Violence Resource Center. Link in the description. It's from one of their publications titled Sexual Assault Awareness Month 2013. Assault. As in wrong. Did you somehow skip over that word, you stupid fucker? This is not a fucking guidebook on how and when to rape children, you demented bastard. Instead of cherry-picking the piece to justify your bullshit, Try reading the entire fucking thing. The section titled Understanding Childhood Sexual Development does a decent job of explaining why you're fucking wrong when you try to justify your shit with children have sexual feelings. Like pretty much anything else, children haven't learned yet what is or is not appropriate. It's our job as adults to teach them these things, not take advantage of their innocence by using that curiosity to please ourselves, you sick narcissistic fucker. Kids playing doctor and exploring their own or their friends' genitals isn't sexual in the same sense that you are thinking it is. It's curiosity, not gratification. They are learning about themselves and the world in general. That curiosity is not consent for some deranged and demented sick fucker like you to have sex with them or molest them or any of the other sick fantasies you've got running through your little mind right now. Curiosity is not consent, you deranged fuck. If nothing else I say gets through your thick skull, at least get that much. Curiosity is not consent. Repeat it over and over again until it sticks in that tiny little brain of yours. Now, I'm skipping the next few minutes of your diatribe because everything in there is related to your obvious lack of comprehension for that simple fact. Curiosity is not consent. I really can't stand to listen to you fuck that up another time. So, next reason.
Number 2, people keep on saying it's a mental illness, even though it's not.
Read that link you provided again, you pea-brained moron. Absolutely nothing in that piece suggests that it's not a mental illness. You know why? Because it is, you fuckwit. That article is discussing possible causes of it, debating the nature versus nurture aspect of it, and how much of it can be traced to each category. At no point does anyone involved in this research or article even hint that it is not a mental illness. Check the link I've provided you instead of just cherry-picking friendly news articles next time. Straight from the APA itself. Pedophilia, included in the American Psychiatric Association Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, DSM, since 1968, continues to be classified as a mental disorder. And I'm skipping the next part too because it's just you trying to blur the lines again. No, the APA is not always right, and yes, some things that used to be considered disorders have since been removed from that list. However, these things are removed from the list of mental disorders based on scientific research. Not because some sick fucker thinks it's okay to fuck kids, and despite your claims that no research is being done, you are, surprise, surprise, wrong, as the article you linked demonstrates. Research is being conducted and is ongoing, or you wouldn't be talking about Mr. Cantor's fucking article, now would you? What the fuck do you call what he's doing? Oh yeah, research! Now, before you jump on that with your obvious ignorance again, just because he is researching the possible causes of this disorder does not mean it is not a mental disorder. You know another interesting tidbit from his research for you to chew on? He found that pedophiles often have below average IQs, and many were put into special education courses when they were growing up. That might very well explain why you're having such a hard time understanding anything he's written.
Reason number 2, pedophiles are born with the mental illness. Or not mental illness, I'm just putting that in quotes. I meant the attraction to children.
And some people are born with Down syndrome. Some people are born with congenital heart defects. Some people are born with sickle cell anemia. Doesn't make these things normal or even desirable traits to have, so what's your fucking point?
Now, I'm going to post an article right here. If you guys want to go check it out, I'll put the link in the description below. I wouldn't agree fully with it, but it does state why pedophilia is not a mental disorder. Because pedophiles are born with the attraction to children. Some, at least most.
Jesus Christ! Read that shit again, you dumb fuck! This is ongoing research. His findings so far indicate that there may be a connection between biology and pedophilia. He does not make a definitive claim that there is. Further, also contained in the very same article is another learned gentleman who disagrees, which is quite common in the scientific community when you do not have definitive proof to support your hypothesis. You're taking this man's hypothesis and early research and extrapolating the answer you want. Well, dumb fuck, he hasn't arrived at an answer yet, whether it's the one you want or not. That's it. I'm done listening to you. I know you go on for another 7 minutes blabbing, but you've already demonstrated all I need to know. You're a fucking idiot. You don't even understand what your own resources are saying. You're using them as justification for your own sick desires when in fact they confirm none of it at best, and at worst completely contradict you. You're a twisted fuck, and I highly recommend you seek professional help before you act on these thoughts. Because once you do, you're going to the big house, where there are plenty of deranged men who will happily do the same and worse things to you. In the meantime, get off social media and stop trying to spread, normalize, and advocate for your sickness and ignorance. To my own viewers, I'll see you all next time, and I apologize for not entertaining you with this one. I just can't do funny, snarky, or sarcastic with disgusting pukes like this.